Chapter 8. Dig, dogs, dig. Pinky and Stinky tied the rope around the big rock. The wind howled and the two pirates pulled and pulled and pulled. They need help, said Jack. Let the dogs do the work, growled Captain Bones. You're not very nice to them, said Annie. Who cares? Roared Captain Bones. Captain, we got it, shouted Pinky. They started pulling the rock across the sand. Now, let's dig where the rock was, said Jack. All of us. But the Captain Bones ignored this suggestion. Dig, you dogs, dig, he shouted. Pinky and Stinky started to dig. The wind blew harder. There was going to be a thunderstorm. Ow, I got sand in my eyes, Pinky whined. My back hurts, Stinky cried. Dig, Captain Bones shouted. He held Jack and Annie with one hand, and with the other he pulled out the gold medallion. He tossed it at the two pirates, and it fell into the hole. Dig for more of these, you swine, he said. Squawk! Look, said Annie. Polly was back. She was circling above them. Go back, she squawked. Stinky and Pinky looked up at the parrot. They scowled. Dig, shouted Captain Bones. A big storm's a-comin', Captain, said Pinky. Go back, said Polly. The bird's an omen, Captain, shouted Stinky. Dig, you dogs, said Captain Bones. Go back, squawked Polly. The birds are warning us, shouted Pinky. We got to get to the ship before it's too late. The two pirates threw down their shovels and they started running towards the rowboat. Mutineers, come back, shouted the Captain Bones as he dragged Jack and Annie down to the beach as he ran after his men. Stop! But the pirates kept running, and they got to the rowboat and pushed it into the sea. Wait! Cried Captain Bones. Pinky and Stinky jumped into the boat, and they started rowing. Wait! Captain Bones let go of Jack and Annie, and he ran into the water. Wait, you dogs! And he hauled himself into the rowboat. Then the three pirates disappeared in a spray of waves. Go back, squawked Polly. She means us, said Annie. Just then the storm broke over the island. The wind was howling, and the rain fell in buckets. Let's go, cried Annie. Wait, I have to get the medallion, shouted Jack. He ran into the hole dug by the pirates, and he looked down in it. Even in the dreary light, the medallion was shining. Wow! Big, fat raindrops were falling on the hole, washing away the sand. Jack saw a patch of wood, and then the rain cleared away more sand, and Jack saw the top of the old trunk. He stared. It was Captain Kidd's treasure chest. Hurry, Jack! Cried Annie. She was halfway up the treehouse ladder. I found it! Cried Jack. I found the treasure chest! Forget the treasure chest, said Annie. We have to go now! The storm's getting worse! Jack kept staring at the treasure chest. Was there gold inside? Silver? Precious gems? Come on now, said Annie, shouting from the treehouse window. But Jack couldn't tear himself away. He brushed the rest of the muddy sand off the chest. Forget the treasure chest, cried Annie. Let's go! Go back, squawked Polly. Jack looked at the parrot. She was perched on the black rock. He stared into her wise eyes. He thought he knew her from somewhere. Go back, Jack, she said. She sounded like a person. Okay, it was definitely time to go. Jack took one last look at the treasure chest. He clutched the gold medallion, and then he took off running towards the treehouse. His socks and his rain boots were still there. He quickly pulled the boots on, and he shoved the socks into his backpack. The rope ladder was dancing wildly in the wind, and Jack grabbed it. The ladder swayed as Jack climbed. He tossed this way and that, and he held on tight, and at last he pulled himself into the treehouse. Let's go, she cried. Annie was already holding the Pennsylvania book. She pointed to the picture of Frog Creek. I wish I could go there, she shouted. The wind was already blowing hard, but now it blew even harder, and the wind in the house started to spin, and it spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still.